Good morning. I am Laurie Baracco, and it is Monday, January 27th, and I welcome you to my weekly predictions. I do have my sage burning, and we're going to allow the sage to help us create a fantastic week by shifting and cleansing our mind, body, and spirit. There's a lot of smoke going. Makes sense. All right, so let's just take a couple of deep breaths and allow the sage to bring us back to center, to help us refocus and reconnect with our divine spirit. Alrighty, so I have selected 3 cards from my Gilded Tarot. I have the Temperance reversed, I have the 8 of Cups, and then I have the Ace of Swords. So this week we do have a couple of roadblocks coming up. These roadblocks are going to stay there until you do something about it. And as you're trying to tend and go over these roadblocks, these speed bumps, there are other distractions that are going to come in, all right? It is so important you try not to maximize the impact of those small little distractions, almost like we have spiritual ADHD. All right, or mental ADHD. It's coming in and it's wanting to say, oh, I was on this path and we're going over the speed bump. Here comes another little speed bump on the sidelines going, da, 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 da. You can't do this. Look, now you got to tend to this. No, if you tend to it, don't stay there long. Keep going forward. Your higher self is your own personal life coach, the motivator, the one to help keep you pushing through. The key is to quiet the mind, the negative ego, so that it doesn't bring in all of these fears and these anxieties and doesn't allow you to be sidetracked with everything that you're trying to create right now. So this week we do have a couple of hiccups. They're not major hiccups, but they could be only if you allow them to be. How much you allow other outside influences to come into your own personal space, to take away your power, to and as well as negative thoughts or projections from other people, it can only affect you or have an impact on you if you empower them, if you allow them to be internalized, overanalyzing, and so on and so forth. It is good and healthy to reflect and say, okay, this person said this to me, about me. Let me go within and see if this makes any sense anywhere. Okay, and then you can deal and cope with that there. So the key is to keep moving forward and not allow yourself too many more hiccups on the path. Remember, the temperance, this is reverse. Temperance is about using your resources. And here it's like we're not quite using all that we can. That's where meditation and inner reflection help you reconnect and remember who you are and what you're all about. All right, your gifts, your strengths, and your potentials. Then we have the 8 of Cups. This is about emotion and moving forward. See, he's got everything as organized as he can with his emotions and his feelings. And some of them, you know what, may be kind of like unfinished business, but that's not stopping him. He's saying, you know what, I hear you. It's like static, white noise in the background. I'm going to keep moving forward. I've got my strength. I'm optimistic, and I'm going to keep going forward. And then we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is the aha, the understanding, the epiphany. It's new mental thought, ideas, creativity, insight. Really wonderful card to finish up this reading. So the guidance, the connection, the solutions are there. You will find new solutions to all, I shouldn't say all, but many of the conflicts that you have going on these days. But make sure you have time to meditate. So that's where a lot of these do come in. All right, I thank you for tuning